11 matching. Capitulum, hypostome, adult lymph nymph, sputum, chelicerae, pedipalps, festoon, Argicidae, Exodidae. So that would match up with expandable edge of the body to allow for a blood meal. Soft ticks nest or burrow and feed quickly on the host and then leave. Hard plate covering the dorsal aspect of the body. First growth stage of the tick's life cycle. Second growth stage of the tick's life cycle. Third growth stage of the tick's life cycle. Sucking organ with teeth. 2 cutting or lacerating organs of the tick. Anterior appendages that act as sensors and assist in attachment to the host. Head of the tick. Most common family of ticks, hard covering, spend their lives in fields, shrubs, and decayed down trees, waiting for a host, attach and remain on the host for several days before releasing. And head of the tick. Then you've got another matching section, and you match that with their genus and species names with their common names. So Caetiliella species, Coreoptes species, Amblyomma americanum, Californiae species, Stenocephalidae species, Melophagus ovinus, Cuteriba gellisoni, Exodes species, Riplocephalus sanguinus, Otobius meganina species. That's it. So there's from 12 to 21 you have that. So you'd match that with like walking dandruff, itchy leg or foot mange, etc. I'm not giving you those, but you know which ones are on there. Then you have true-false. Flea bite hypersensitivity occurs due to a sensitivity to flea dirt. All ticks are bloodsuckers. The flea can serve as the intermediate host for bubonic plague. Ticks reproduce asexually. In cattle, Coreoptes species is a USDA reportable and quarantined disease. Most ticks do not tolerate sunlight, dryness, or excessive wetness. Burrowing mites all have suckers on the end of their legs to help aid in holding on to their host. Most ticks, as a rule, male ticks are larger than females. There is a vaccine available for Lyme's disease. Female ticks do not require a blood meal before fertilization. Lyme disease is spread by the deer tick. If the tick is a solid color, it is called ornate. Rocky Mountain spotted fever is caused by a spirochete organism. If you remove the tick in 1 to 2 days, you can reverse signs of tick paralysis. Then the rest are short answer. And there's quite a few. Name the 2 types of mites. How do you diagnose Demodex species? What are the 2 types of pathogenesis when dealing with an infestation of Demodectic mange? What is the name of the treatment commonly used to treat a localized infestation of Demodex species? Define mange. What are the 2 sites of infestation for Demodex species? Name 1 common name of pathology for Demodex species. What does it mean to be a permanent parasite? What distinct shape does the adult Demodex species have? What is the host for Demodex species? What are the 2 divisions of lice called? What is the egg of a louse called? Is Demodex species a burrowing or surface mite? Define acariasis. Ticks and mites are in what class? How many legs do they have? What class are flies, fleas, and lice in? And how many legs do they have? What is a common name for Otodectus cyanotus? How do you diagnose Sarcoptes scabiei? What does FAD stand for? How long can ticks live without a blood meal? What is a common name for Notodreus cati? What is a site of infestation for Sarcoptes scabiei? What does adding Lugol's iodine help you find on a fecal test? What technique is best to be the best? What is said to be? What technique is said to be the best type? Name 3 signs of Lyme disease. What are the 2 types of flotation media commonly used? Name the 2 general types of tests used when testing for parasites. How do you report a negative fecal test, and what does it stand for? Name 3 factors that can cause variations in test results. Name the 2 general types of tests used when testing for parasites, and what are the 3 types of samples used for qualitative testing. One thing I want to tell you is the one question, like, how do you, and I'm not saying that this is the answer, but how do you diagnose for Sarcoptes scabiei? There were a couple of them, like when you're doing skin scraping, you have to do a very deep skin scraping, etc. On those, I am specific. If you have to go deep, you have to say deep skin scraping, because it makes a difference. Okay? You can't just say skin scraping. You have to be specific and say deep skin scraping, or very deep, if that's what it says in the notes. Okay? That's it.